upon a time, there was a businessman who was very successful, and he wanted to sell his products to different cities, different states, and also different countries. So he had a fellow businessman who wanted to travel along with him. So they all set on the journey with the caravan, in a caravan. So they all started on a long journey, wanted to cross from one country to another. Along the way, they had to cross a huge, wide desert. Now, there was a problem. It was summer afternoon, and it was so hot that the fine sands would become as hot as charcoal. No one could walk on it. No one could, even the animals, like the camels, would not be able to walk on it. So they had to hire a guide so that they can proceed their journey in the night when the sand cools off. So this way, they hired a very wise, a guide who was a wisecrack, who was very witty, and then, why? Because the guide was able to look at the stars and make the people reach their destination to the other side. And all the travelers started their journey. Pitch dark, and it's only the guide in the front, all the other businessmen along with the leader behind following him. So it happened a couple of nights, and the last night they had to spend in the desert, and whatever the food stock that they had, they thought, oh, let us use it now anyways, because we are going to reach our destination next morning. So they had their dinner, they enjoyed, and started their journey again. But this time, the guide ate so much that he just dozed off to sleep on a camel ride. So the camel was moving further, in the front, and all the other leaders and the other followers behind him. So they all thought, okay, the guide is doing a good job, and they just completely had the trust set on him. But the guide was very happy in his dreamland. So this way, the camel did not know, neither it knew how to look at the stars and reach the destination, which was a couple of hours ahead, very close by. But this time, it all happened that the camel just went off wandering. And they had a big circle. And by the next morning, they could see themselves from where they had started off from. They came back to the same place, and for their astonishment, everyone were disheartened. They were all very sad and fuming with anger. They said, this is not going to work, and we are going to die of starvation here. We don't even have water to drink for our survival. The leader did not want to again blame the guide, because the leader thought, if I don't take courage now, if I don't take the responsibility, then I'm going to miss on my leadership qualities. Then I might no longer be called as a leader. So he started thinking, what can be done to take this challenge? So he just walked up and down, moved around, and then the corner of his eyes, he could see that there was a lump of grass, fresh green grass. And he could wonder how a fresh lump of grass was there in the middle of a desert. And he called one of his mighty fellow travelers. He asked him to just dig upon that, dig inside where the grass was. They did that. 1 feet, 2 feet, they dug and dug, 3 feet and 4 feet, 5 feet. Guess what they saw? A flat rock bed. Again, they all started yelling at the leader, saying that It's just a waste of time, and you just drain all my energy. I'm going to die of thirst now. But the leader did not lose hope. He said, now if you lose hope, guys, then we are going to die here for good. So for all of us, let us have some patience. So he got down to the hole and tried to find a source of water. And there, he could not find anything. And he closely kept his ears down to the rock there, and he could hear the flowing of water. He said to another mighty traveler to take the hammer, which was quite a big one. He asked him to crack open the big rock there. So as soon as they did that, they could find that there was a new spring. Water started flushing, or just springing out of the basement over there from underneath, and it was so happy. All the people were so happy seeing that oasis, and everyone rejoiced, drank water, cooked food for themselves. They made the animals drink water. They had a very nice time and thanked the leader for such an amazing task that he undertook. And later on that night, they traveled again and reached their destination and thanked the leader for all his courage, patience, humility, tolerance, all the good qualities that he had. So, being in Toastmasters, we should always know that there will be so many challenges in life, and it is all up to how we actually look upon the challenges, because beauty lies within the eyes of the beholder. And similarly, the theme of the day is a little tweaked and said, humor lies within the eye of the listener. Over to you, Toastmasters.